Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report and this YouTube channel. We have a lot to get you guys caught up on. Let's start with our triggers and targets. We got something new here I want to show you guys. See if I can get it up here. Okay, we've incorporated our triggers and targets algorithm into our auto trades. Okay, so if you saw those triggers and targets online, those were potential gains. Okay, but with the auto trades, they're going to be actual gains and actual losses. Okay, and actual trades with stops. Okay, I'm yours truly is the developer of the system. The trading system is triggers and targets using Elliott Wave and Fibonacci extensions and retracements guided by Elliott Waves. As you may know, I do it backwards. I do Fibonacci first and overlay the Elliott Wave. Seems to work for me. Money management system. It's important to have a trading system and a money management system. The money management system I use is the Ryan Jones fixed ratio money management system. I will limit the trading losses to 5% of the portfolio, and we'll also build on the gains. Okay, and I can show you guys that too, how this works. Okay, you would open a futures contract with Striker Securities, who is a futures broker, and they will auto trade my trades in your account. Okay, so here's their contact information here. William Gallis with Striker Securities, two different phone numbers there, a local and an 800. There's his link, and I can show you triggers and trading in the Striker Securities. That's a clickable link. I'll try to put this all down and pin it underneath, but I'll show you guys if you're on our webpage here, woodsonwave.com, auto trade triggers and targets right there. Okay, and then there is the landing page for triggers and targets trading system and in Striker Securities website, if you will. Okay, this has some information about it there, and they have contact us over there too. So if you go to our website and click on that triggers and targets, you'll get it. Okay, so I think that's about all the information on that. We're excited to do that because instead of these potential gains, we'll have actual gains, and we had a lot of fun today trading, that's for sure. Okay, let's get into let me get you guys caught up on some of this stuff here that our newsletter, this went out to our annual subscribers, a monthly report. Okay, and there's the auto trade information there, 150 a month, triggers and targets, go over that. Okay, that's all their information there with Striker Securities and all that contact information for them if you want to do that. Okay, so if you don't want to watch the market all day like I do, just have your trades auto-traded, this is the way to go. Okay, this is the most bullish count we have. It's the S&P weekly log chart going back to the wave 3 high, the expanding triangle, which we caught early on, which created a wave 4 low, thrust out of the triangle, a 1 up, a 2 down. There's where 3 equals 1 at 61.18 within wave 3. Wave 5 gains equality with the lower degree wave 1 at 60.69. So far the high is 56.69 in July on the 17th. Okay, so that's the longer term, most bullish chart we have. Okay, and here's all the details on that. Okay, need to see a break of that wave 4 low there to get some action to the downside, to see a change in trend. We'll get into that a little bit later. This is exciting. It's the hourly from the July high. We have a new Fibonacci time spiral. I'll show you that here first from the all-time high. This one is catching alternating lows and highs. The first Fibonacci time spiral date caught a low, then the next one a high, next one a low, next one a high, next one a low, next one a high, the next one, if it continues, should be a low. The key is this 34-day high, August 26th, needs to hold before this wave 5 possible low comes in. And since it is 55 days from an all-time high, it's a possible panic spike low We got to see how this plays out. Before then, short trading week, 4 days, and 1 day's already gone. So you can see it here on the chart. There's where it started, and the down triggers are with red arrows, and the up triggers are with black. So you can see it starts here. Then we have an up, next turn data down. Then we have an up, next turn data down. Then we have an up from here, and there it is. And there's where it's just banging its head against that high. We've been talking about that for a good part of the last week or so with our daily subscriptions to our monthly subscribers, if that makes sense, okay? But this is the, excuse me, the new Fibonacci time spiral, the latest and greatest, and looking for next Monday. Usually these hit within plus or minus 1 to 2 trading days of the actual date, okay? So keep that in mind with that 9/9, September 9th, which is next Monday, okay? Alternating highs and lows, there's all the verbiage on that there, okay? Again, I said here, if it moves above that 34-day high, it'll put a damper on the 9/9 turning date marking a low, okay? Otherwise, it should make a low of wave 4, okay? And we'll get into more of that later. We do the analysis. Here's the daily bar of the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's the one index from its previous all-time high, showed 5 waves down with no overlap, no leading diagonal. So that makes this A and this possibility of being a B more likely or more definite, okay? And you can see the targets there and where the market is. And so far we've had a wave A down and a wave B up. Wave C targets are there. C equals A at 15,055 and the 1.618 at 13,224. Okay, and that high is 18,671 again in July. Okay, there's the verbiage on that. Not sure if we need all that. The Dow daily, if we connect the lows, we've had this for a few months now, and draw a clone, if you will, connecting the highs. You can see here this this trend line has held those highs. It went to it here, and now it's got a chance to go up to it again, but it's gone above the targets there, and that high was 41,585 on August 30th, okay? You can see there's the Fibonacci targets in the actual 41.5. There was 41.2 and 41.2. Those are within a dollar of each other, or a point, if you will. Okay, a bond market. We love the bond market. We've been all over the bond market. We had the trigger right here. Again, our triggers and targets. When this moved below that previous high, that gave us a target down here where C equals A at 3.501%. So far the low is 3.667% on August the 5th. This could be an A, B, C, and B complete here. We'll have to watch this internal wave count from that low, see if it goes down further and completes the second wave, okay? You can see from the April low here, we have a 1 up with a circle, an A down, a B up, and a C down to complete the wave 2 with a circle. Once this is done, wave 3 up will go above the wave 1 high, above 5%, and probably around 7%. We'll have to recalculate once we know the actual low of this wave 2 with a circle on it. Okay, so that's it on the bonds. And we'll show you all of the targets, triggers and targets here. We're just hitting them. I don't know how far back this goes, but direct hits all over the place on the bond market. Here's the big picture of gold. Hasn't changed much from the 2015 low. We had a 1 up in parentheses, a 2 down, a 3 up, an A, B, C, 4 in parentheses, and 5 began from there. We had wave 1 of 5 up, wave 2 of 5, and we're in wave 3 of 5, and I listed all the targets from the 1 to the 1.618 to the 2.618 to the 3.618. We'll see how far this carries out, but that high so far is just under the 1.618 and above the 1 to 1. Okay, there's our triggers and targets again, and we're excited to have those triggers and targets in on the auto trades, so you guys can take advantage of that. Okay, I don't think we have much more in this report here. Let me get this back up. Okay, let's get into the charts, and we'll get into the last two. Maybe we'll start with this morning's report and the market close. Okay, here's our pre-market open. Let me make sure it is. Yeah, pre-market open September 3rd. Okay, there's our triggers and targets are auto traded now. Okay, that's pretty exciting stuff. All right, and there's all that information again. Okay, so this morning before the market opened, wave 4 triangle still in play. As you can see here, here's what I was talking about. It's bumping its head up against that trend line. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 times within 3 points of each other. High from 55, 65 to 69. Okay, almost 70. Bump, bump, bump. But this is a triangle with a lower bottom, a descending bottom, if you will. Okay, so we were looking for a move down to the bottom of this trend line at a minimum, and possibly to these Fibonacci retracement targets for wave 4. Okay, and this is where the wave 1 high is critical, and so is this. We'll get into that a little bit later, but we'll see. The first thing we need to see is a move to the bottom of this trend line, and what I mentioned, I think in the report, was typically wave E is a throw under, and we actually got it. Okay, so let's see. Triangle should travel at least to the bottom of the trend line, then to our Fibonacci targets below. Okay, for the potential panic spike low near our 55-day turn date, as long as that 34-day spiral of near 56, 65, 25 holds. Okay, and it has, and there it is up there. It's offered very stiff resistance. Okay, the market keeps rejecting, and it rejected hard today. Here's that throw under that we were talking about. These fourth wave triangles complete wave E with a throw under. Okay, that means a move below that lower trend line. That would be a throw under. Okay, and there's our Fibonacci targets there. Okay, here's that July Fibonacci turn date spiral. Okay, that's excuse me, where we're looking for that September 9th low, and I think that's about it. This change in trend, been producing this for about a year, and haven't seen one yet, although we've got a nice start, but we've had them before. Okay, so we'll switch from the pre-market. We were looking for this fourth wave triangle to continue to the downside, and we'll get to our post-market close today, and then we'll get into the charts. Okay, so let's go to the market close report today. Okay, there we go. And again, there's the information about auto trading triggers and targets. We're excited about that because people have been doing really well with the triggers and targets, and now we'll have actual trades, actual stops, and all that stuff. Okay, so here is that triangle, and you can see here that it did not only catch the bottom of that trend line, but it produced a throw under. Okay, so here we're looking at, we got wave pattern, wave price, excuse me, and wave time. So as far as wave pattern is concerned, 4 looks complete. As far as wave price is concerned, it still has all 3 of these Fibonacci targets to achieve. Okay, so we're watching this really closely because all this ties in with wave time, which is February 9th, next turn date. So here's what we're looking at. You know, obviously if this thing goes up to new highs, wave 4 is over. Or not new highs, but above this trend line here. Okay, otherwise we're looking for it to catch these Fibonacci retracement target levels. If it goes below the wave 1 high here, that's why it's the 53, 59.25 make or break. That tells us that this move down is not a wave 4 correcting wave 3 because it goes below wave 1. It's correcting something more. Okay, and then a subsequent move below this 51.13 low brings that 55-day potential panic spike crash low into play. Okay, that we'll see how that all plays out the rest of this week, but that's what we're looking at, all that stuff. So we're looking for excuse me, the triangle to touch the bottom of that trend line, which it did. Okay, the top held. Okay, we were looking for a throw under, got it. Okay, now we're looking for the wave 4 down targets. There's the Fibonacci targets. Hasn't even reached the 382 yet, so that's where pattern looks complete, or could be. Price not so. And in time, we're looking at next week four more trading days. Okay, so this just explains all that there. Again, here is that Fibonacci time spiral. All right, and there's where we're looking at the 55-day event. Usually occurs with a plus or minus 1 or 2 days of the actual turn date, or it could just mark the bottom of wave 4. We're going to have to watch that. Of course, our monthly subscribers will get up to the minute reports in action on that. Okay, we have our parameters set both to the upside and the downside. We're ready for anything. Okay, longer term, we're long against that 51.20 low back here, because that is marking the beginning of this 5 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll see how this 4 plays out. Is it just a correction of 3? Is it complete at the pattern? Will it be complete at one of the prices? Or will it go through the wave 1 low and possibly the wave C low and be something much more significant? We'll keep an eye on it as usual. We'll keep our monthly subscribers up to date with our reports, which are every day and sometimes more than once a day. We had 2 today, and I want to also remind you guys about our auto trade triggers and targets. Very excited about that. Actual trades, actual prices, actual stops, actual gains, actual losses, none of this potential stuff. Okay, if you're interested, it should be something to jump into. Okay, that's it for this time, and until next time, take care, everyone. There's our operating wave count hourly right there. Sorry for that delay. Interesting triangle. Okay, thanks again. Take care.